Mendoz present something about women you don't know.
What if I told you that, welcome, please hit the subscribe button. Everything you think you know about living is completely backwards. At 92 years old, standing at the edge of my final chapter, I've discovered truths that would shatter the comfortable lies you tell yourself every single day. And before my time runs out, I need to share what I've learned about the biggest mistake most people make with their lives.
You see, I veux bury everyone yonsk new. My wife, my friends, even my enemy are all gone.
I'm the last man standing for my generation, and that gives me a perspective you simply can't have yet. I can see the whole game from beginning to end, and what I'm about to tell you will either wake you up or make you incredibly uncomfortable. Most of you are sleepwalking through life, convinced you have unlimited time. You postpone joy, delay dreams, and sacrifice today for some mythical tomorrow that may never arrive. I know this because I did the same thing for decades, and I watched countless others make identical mistakes. Let me tell you about someone who changed everything for me. His name was Robert, and he was the most driven person I ever knew. Sharp as a razor, ambitious beyond measure, and absolutely convinced he had life figured out. We worked together in the 70s, and Robert had this master plan mapped out to perfection. He would grind relentlessly for exactly 7 years, build his fortune, then retire early to pursue his real passions. Photography, travel, maybe write that novel he always talked about. Robert had spreadsheets, timelines, and backup strategies. He was going to have it all, just not yet. The universe had different plans. Robert collapsed at his desk on a Tuesday morning in 1976. Massive stroke at 39 years old. He never picked up that camera professionally. Never saw the mountains in Switzerland he dreamed about. Never wrote a single page of his book. Standing at Robert's funeral, watching his unused passport being handed back to his sobbing mother, something crystallized for me. The cruelest irony wasn't that Robert died young. The cruelty was that he spent his entire adult life preparing to live instead of actually living.
This brings me to what he calls the great deception of modern life.
You've been programmed to believe that happiness exists somewhere else, sometime else, with someone else. You think fulfillment is a destination you'll reach once you check enough boxes, accumulate enough stuff, or achieve enough status. I'm here to destroy that illusion completely. After 9 decades on this planet, having experienced both wealth and poverty, success and failure, love and loss, I can tell you with absolute certainty that contentment isn't found in your bank account, your job title, or your social media following. Those things are mirages that keep you running toward horizons that constantly move further away. The real tragedy of your generation is how you've confused being busy with being alive. You fill every moment with noise, distractions, and meaningless achievements while missing the actual substance of existence. You're so focused on documenting your life that you forget to experience it. I watch people today, glued to screens, chasing virtual validation from strangers, accumulating possessions they don't need to impress people they don't even like. You're living in a state of constant postponement, always one promotion, one purchase, one relationship away from finally being happy. But here's what nobody tells you about that finish line you're racing toward. It doesn't exist. There is no moment when you suddenly feel complete because you've gathered enough external validation. The goalpost game entirely. The only wealth that matters, the only success worth pursuing, the only legacy that endures, is the love you give and the connections you make. Everything else is temporary decoration on a life that's racing by faster than you realize. When I sit alone in the evenings now, I don't reminisce about business deals or trophies. I think about Saturday mornings with my wife, teaching my grandson to fish, and the time I helped a neighbor fix his roof just because it needed doing. Those moments, the ones where I was fully present and genuinely connected, those are the treasures I get to keep. So here's my urgent message to you, delivered from someone who can see the finish line approaching.
Stop waiting for permission to be happy.
Stop postponing joy until conditions are perfect. Stop trading your precious present moments for imaginary future rewards.
Call someone you love today.
Forgive the person who hurt you, not for them, but to free yourself. Say yes to experiences and no to obligations that drain your soul. Time is the only currency that truly matters, and you're spending yours like you have an unlimited account. You don't. None of us do. The clock is ticking for all of us. Don't let yours run out while you're still waiting for life to begin.